We're talking about overcoming false beliefs, and today we're going to talk about the belief or the feeling that I'm sad because our planet is in jeopardy. So have you ever felt, or do you know anyone who feels sad because they believe that our planet is in jeopardy? We're going to talk about what you can do to help yourself or someone else who may have that belief. So we're doing a series based on some interviews that I've done with people, asking them about their beliefs. And some of the questions that I asked were specifically about what are some things in your life that influence you or make you sad. And I intentionally worded it in ways that I wouldn't talk about based on what I know from principle-based living, but I used words that we typically use when we talk with one another. And so my question was, what is it that makes you sad? And one of the comments or responses that I got was, the thing that makes me sad is knowing that our planet is in jeopardy. What this is all about, or what this series of videos is about, is helping you to become more aware of what are the thoughts and the beliefs that you have, and how do those thoughts and beliefs influence your emotions in your life and your level of happiness. So we've asked questions specifically about, what makes you sad? What are things that cause you to feel fear? What are things that would make you happier or to make your life better? What are things that bother you? And the responses generally are things outside of their control that are creating this emotional state. Now, most of the time we're on autopilot in our life, which means it's the subconscious part of our brain that's driving our behavior. And so those thoughts and beliefs that we have in our subconscious, we just accept as being true. We don't question them. And so if somebody gives me the response that one of the things that makes me sad is the knowledge that our planet is in jeopardy, then what that tells me is that's a belief that that person has that they believe is true, and it's influencing them to be sad. As long as that's what my belief is, then I will never figure out the truth about why I am sad and never figure out how I can be happy. Because the belief is that something outside of me, whatever's happening on the planet, so global warming or whatever it is that people are doing, that's destroying and putting our planet in jeopardy, that's what's making me sad. So I don't have control over what other people do. I don't have control over global warming and whether or not it really is a thing. And so because I don't have control over that, there's nothing that I can do about being sad. So the first thing that it's important to understand, and what I hope that you get from principle-based living, is that I want you to be empowered to know that you are the one that is in control of your emotions. It's not the planet being in jeopardy. It's not what other people say or do. You get to determine your emotion, because our emotions, they don't come from events or circumstances. Our emotions are not caused by comments that other people make. All of this is it's just stuff. It's just stuff that happens that means nothing until we attach meaning to it. And we attach meaning to this by our thoughts. And the first thought about this is, so that the comment or the belief is that our world is in jeopardy. Well, the first thing that I would want to do is I would want to ask myself, is that belief true? And I may say, yeah, it's true. And then I would ask, well, how do I know that it's true? You could point out a bunch of things that says that our planet is in jeopardy. But again, what does that mean? Does that mean that our planet is going to die? And if so, when is it going to die? The truth is, I don't know. I guess we could say that all of our lives are in jeopardy, because I guess that's true. You know, something could happen to us at any time that could cause us to be injured or to even lose our life. So I guess if you look at it that way, you could say, yeah, our planet's in jeopardy. But what does that mean? Well, it means that, you know, things are being done to our planet that harms our planet. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, it means that, you know, that things are happening in our planet that affect us. Okay, and then what? So my question would be then, if that is happening, and let's say that our planet is in jeopardy, then still, why would I choose to feel an emotion of feeling sad? Because I could feel emotion of excitement or motivation. I could say, yeah, our planet's in jeopardy and I'm going to do something about it. And so I'm excited because I'm going to go learn more about this or that. And then I'm going to figure out how I can take this knowledge and information that I've gained and share it with the world so that I can make a change in the world so that it's no longer in jeopardy. Instead of feeling sad, I could feel scared. You know, I could say our planet is in jeopardy and so I'm afraid that we're all going to die and so I'm fearful. There's a reason that I choose to feel sad, and this is probably the most important thing and empowering thing to you in this situation, is because sad is a choice, and everything that we do in life, we do for a reason. So the thoughts, this box is our thoughts, the beliefs, and the behaviors that we choose all create our outcome. And I believe that everything that we do because we think that it's going to make us happy. So this is a bit contradictory, right? If it's a choice for me to feel sad, why would I want to feel sad if everything we do because we think it's going to make us happy? And research shows that. So, I mean, there's basically two reasons that we do the things that we do. One, to seek pleasure, the other to avoid pain. So why would a person choose to feel sad? There must be some outcome that comes from being sad that I enjoy and at some level helps me to feel better. So you have to think about in your life, when you feel sad, what happens? What do you do and what do other people do? And what's the outcome for you feeling sad? Maybe you've created a pattern in your life where I have thoughts and beliefs about events and circumstances that cause me to feel sad, but what comes out of feeling sad is I feel happy because of something that happens when I'm sad. So then we just have an unhealthy cycle that says my ultimate goal is to be happy, and the way that I feel happy is by first feeling sad. Well, why do that? Why don't we just go straight to feeling happy and avoid this period of feeling sad? It may be that in feeling sad, what we're really doing is giving away our accountability and we're putting it on someone else, because our happiness comes from how other people respond to us when we're sad. And again, when we're doing that, we're giving away our control. We're giving it away to somebody or something that we have no control over. Where if I recognize the cycle, and again, I recognize that my goal is to be happy, well then let's just eliminate this. Let's look at the thoughts and beliefs that we have, identify the errors that are in those thoughts and beliefs, be willing to let them go and to replace them with thoughts and beliefs that are based on truth and principle. Take accountability for where we are and be willing to make the changes that we need to get the outcomes that we want. In order to do that, we need to be willing to risk a little bit. We need to be willing to try things that may not work out the first time the way that we want them to. But if we persist and continue to work on those things, we'll get better and better at doing that. So the false belief here is that the planet being in jeopardy is making me sad. No, the reason that I'm sad is because I'm choosing to be sad. I'm choosing to think about the planet in such a way that it's causing me to be sad. So again, once I understand that, now I can fix it. If I don't fix it though, it just comes back to because I don't want to. I'd rather stay in this cycle of feeling sad. So if that's where you want to be, then I would just encourage you to take accountability for that, to recognize that I'm sad because of the way I'm choosing to think and the way I'm choosing to believe, and then stay sad for as long as you want. But when you're tired of being sad, then know that you're in control of changing that up by changing your thoughts and beliefs, and you can come out of being sad and being happy, but at least that way you're in total control of your life and it's not dependent upon someone or something else. So what are some of the things in your life that you feel are making you sad? Hopefully the information is to empower you and free you up to let that go and change that. But if you have a situation that this just doesn't seem to fit with or to work for, then comment about it below and we'll be happy to address that in future videos. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel, ring the bell so that you get notifications of our new videos that come out, and visit our website at principlebasedliving.com. And if you're watching this on LinkedIn, make sure and follow me here.